Sometimes I close my eyes and see the darkness when I dream. Sometimes I close my eyes and see the light, that's what I need. I've been living in a parallel, I'm about to catch this wind in hopes that you and I will parasail into a world of happiness. We are both in sync, how we connected, not an accident. Took the red pill and followed Alice and the rabbit. Then I went a little deeper, saw things I could never fathom. If I want it, I can grab it. If I want it, I can have it. If I want to be the person that I'm not, I just imagine it. It's all inside the mind, so what I speak is not some magic shit. If you got a question, better ask it, then the universe will answer. If you listen, don't demand it. So my mind has been expanded, my soul orbit round the planets. I'm absorbing all this energy, I finally understand it. If I come across an enemy, I'm calm, I never panic. If they try to limit me, I'll put a limit on their limit. You can't damage me. You can never damage me, I'm already damaged, I said. You can never damage me, I'm already damaged, I said. You can never damage me, I'm already damaged, I said. You can never damage me, I'm already damaged. You can never damage me, I'm already damaged, I said. You can never damage me, I'm already damaged, I said. You can never damage me, I'm already damaged, I said. You can never damage me, I'm already damaged. How you gon' damage me? I've already been damaged. How you gon' set me free? I'm already free, damn it. I've been a captive of imagination, I don't count my patience, so I'm patiently waiting for better days are created. Up in the maze, I've been laden, I'm trying to find my way out. Shit, I'll just climb my way out. Nah, I'll just fly my way out.
Yo guys, so I'm back inside from the session. I have my Asics Japans here, and I gotta say, I really do like the way these shoes skate. Now, I'm not gonna get too overly hyped about how great they skated my first session, because I did that with the other two skate shoes from Asics. The first sessions in all of them were really good, but I will say that this one stood out a little bit more because it felt like I was skating a dunk again. And I do like the way that the Adobe dunks I had skated on the first session continued to skate throughout the life of that shoe. So I'm hoping that this shoe will be about the same. The one thing I did not like about this shoe off rip was the insole that it uses. I definitely peeled it out and I put my own insole in here. I'm not gonna show it off yet because I have a video with this insole and two other insoles being compared right now. I'm just overly hyped about the shape of the shoe, the way the flick was, the way the impact felt, minus the insole that was in there. I think it is the perfect amount of impact protection for the things I normally do. Now, if I decide to take more impact than what you guys see in the video, which isn't really much, to be honest, I didn't jump off of anything today. And I'm glad I didn't, because the insole that's originally in there does not really help my situation. I think the ones that are in here now are gonna definitely help out a lot more. I like the look. I like the way it felt. I like the way it flicked. I felt pretty consistent. I didn't feel like I had to adjust much, and that is awesome. This is the Asics Japan skate shoe. This is a mostly suede upper with the leather on the logo. This shoe is $105. So for me, it totaled out to $113 when I got taxed and all that stuff. Do I feel like it needs to be dunk prices? I'm not entirely sure yet. As of right now, because they skate so similar to dunks, maybe. So yeah, I rate them right here. So we're talking about the Japans after skating them for a while now. It's been a little over 2 weeks, going into 3 weeks. So just about the lifespan that I expected out of these shoes, once I figured out that they skate pretty much exactly the same, oh gosh, as these dunks here. These are the Adobes that I grabbed a while back. Some of you guys remember me reviewing them. Some of you guys remember me skating them. Some of you guys have never seen me with this shoe ever at all. But I compared the Japans to the dunks, and I think that they are the closest out of all the other shoes to how dunks skate in literally grip, durability, and everything that this shoe has to offer. So as you guys are seeing here, they're pretty similar in shape. I think the dunks are a little bit wider. So if you guys do have a wider foot, keep that in mind, that dunks are slightly wider than the Japans, but also I have mine's kind of choked out over here to keep them on my feet nice and comfortable. So that could also be why it's not looking like it's as wide. But if you look at the sole here, you'll see that the sole of the dunks is ever so slightly wider on the forefoot. And for those who need a wider shoe, you're looking for that forefoot to be slightly wider. The dunks are slightly wider than your Asics Japans here. And I do find the Japans to be very similar to dunks. In terms of durability, I literally put them at the same level. For me, toe shapes like this, they tend to rip a lot faster for me. And I think it's just simply because everything works out. Like, I have the best control with this type of toe shape. So flick is pretty solid and doesn't normally change. Control of the board doesn't normally change. So then I tend to skate harder, which means that I'm ripping through my shoe faster. And honestly, I was pretty comfortable with this shoe. Nothing really threw me off. I didn't expect it to skate like dunks until I started doing tray flips. And once I started doing trade flips, I started realizing like, yeah, these skate literally just like a pair of dunks. So if you guys are looking for a dunk replacement, the Japans are the ones to go. This shoe is normally made of all suede uppers with the exception of your logo being made of leather and then your tongue being made of mesh for breathability. But I still think that they could add more points of breathability in the shoe. I personally just felt like it could have used just a tad bit more breathability just to give you a little bit more airflow and life in the shoe. But at the same time, I do live in Arizona and it's like extremely hot here in the summer, so I can't really be too mad. My shoe's not smelly, so I mean, it's doing what it needed to do. I think the sole actually lasts a lot longer than SB Dunks do, and I think this is the best sole that Asics has to offer. It actually remained very, very grippy, whereas my Gel Flex Ski, those soles started shaving away probably by week 2, whereas these are still going strong. And compared to the Dunks, which I only skated probably like 2 or 3 more weeks longer than the Japans, that's a big difference. I know you guys can't really see it too well, but the Dunks are pretty shaved down, and this is a gum sole. So if this is a regular sole, it'd probably be already shaved away. Whereas this is a black sole, which doesn't mean it's not durable, but it's not as durable as gum. And it's still here, still kicking. My kickflip area, I think there's a little bit of extra protection. There's like this weird extra stitching right at the top of the toe, and I think that's the only reason why I didn't rip through the toe here like I have in the ollie area. Although the damage isn't really major, and I could continue to skate this shoe for like 2 more weeks before that damage would actually really show, I do find that there's probably some extra layer of protection up here, and that's normally where I rip for kickflips, up here and then off to the side for the ollies. For a lot of people who do find dunks really durable or their dunks last long, you're gonna pretty much find that the Japans are gonna last you just as long, because for me, these type of shapes do fall apart fast. Now, I do have a pair of Remind insoles in here. These are the Destins. This is their thinnest one, and I just use these because they're more comfortable. And the insole I used in here before that were the Z-liners, which skated really, really well when paired with this shoe. So thinner insoles do skate really well paired with the shoe, because the sole of the shoe adds a lot of comfort. But if you are skating the shoe without an aftermarket insole, I highly recommend you grab an aftermarket insole, because Asics did not do a really good job with the insole of the shoe. I felt like it was very half-assed, and I hate to say that because it just sounds like complete slander, but I just found that that insole was very unnecessary and it didn't do anything to help the comfort of the shoe. If I were just wearing it around, that insole is perfect, but because I was skating, I packed out that insole probably by day 3, and it didn't really help with shock absorption or anything like that. I didn't feel much pain in what I was doing, but I was mainly doing flat ground. And when I finally got that insole out, I literally looked at the sole of that insole and it was a lot flatter than the toe was, which isn't a good thing for me. Personally, I think that Asics can improve on the insole. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they get some feedback from a bunch of people and realize that the insoles that they do have need some extra oomph to them, and maybe they could at least use an ortholite bed or something that can give you a little bit of rebound, or like, you know, form back to how they started by not being in the shoe after a while. I don't know what they need to do, but those insoles were not the best idea in my personal opinion, and I highly recommend you get a backup insole. Other than that, impact was pretty solid. This shoe claims to have something in the sole that helps you with stability and keeps you up on your board or something of that nature. I don't really know what they were talking about. I felt like this skated exactly the same as a dunk, and I don't think dunks have anything in the shoe that help you stand up on your board other than the cushioning that's in the sole that helps you take your impact, which these shoes do have. Although you can't really see it or feel it, it's definitely there. Overall, I put the shoe at an 8 out of 10. I think it's a really solid skate shoe. There's a lot of control you can get out of this shoe. I think it's the best performing shoe out of the Asics lineup, but I do think it could be more durable, and it could use a better insole for more comfort and more impact protection, just standard wise, because if you aren't looking to get an aftermarket insole, it's going to be kind of tough to deal with the insole that these comes with. And I honestly believe that the Nike Air unit is better than the insole that comes with this shoe, which is saying a lot because the Nike Air unit kinda isn't that good. But their soles are pretty good, so I mean, I guess I see why, but I personally want them to make better insoles. If you guys have skated the Japans, I want to know in the comments what you thought about the shoe. Was it durable? Did it skate well for you? Did you like it? Did you hate it? I want to know. Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, if you guys enjoyed the review, hit that like button as always. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button because we're on the way to 5K, and I need you guys to help me get there so that I can put out more content for you guys and hopefully eventually come out and skate with you guys, meet you guys, because I'll be able to afford to do that. So yeah, 5K guys, let's get there. Other than that, make sure you make today your day. It's Jay Skate Day, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I'm going to bed because I'm tired. Very tired. Peace out, guys.